My name is Reverend David Chapman. I'm from Emmaus Anglican Church in Montreal, and we run a homeless center called The Open Door. The Open Door is the only wet center in the city of Montreal. Wet center meaning we'll allow people in any state. They could be intoxicated, coming off a night-long binge with alcohol. They could be coming off crack. They could be going through some sort of personal trauma where they're screaming and yelling for 30 minutes. Now, most places in that situation, two large men would come and take you by the arm and take you out the door. The Open Door will sit with you and sit in the middle of that trauma and sit in the middle of that pain for 30, 40 minutes if need be. And when people get woken up, we'll go to them and ask them to, just give a little time and some patience. And we know that this is a liability, but we intentionally take that on because we come from a tradition with a high view of humanity. So we're a day center. We're open 7:30 to 3:30, and we do have residents every day. We have a number of very Inuit-specific programs because we work with a high Indigenous population. Usually, the evangelism comes through the process of detox and rehab and one-on-one relationship. Recently, I've been working with a young woman. Her earliest childhood experience is waking up in an empty house in a northern Inuit community, age 3.5. There's nothing in the house except empty beer cans, no people. Nothing in the fridge. By the time she's 8, she's drinking alcohol. By the time she's 9, she's drunk while raped by her uncle. By the time she's 10, she's had her first abortion. Today, she's been raped by more people than she can count. She's been one of those people who came into our center raging, because that's usually what you get when you've had so much trauma in your life that your human personhood begins to disintegrate. And you turn to those who would reach out to you and you treat them with anger. But over time, if you push through that, if you earn the right to be heard by sitting with that person and proving that they can trust you and that you actually love them, that you can see the most incredible things grow. And today we're seeing that woman change for the better, and that's a long road. So I work with some great people who make daily sacrifices on a regular basis, some incredible volunteers. There's a guy a vibrant Christian African American who's partly crippled from the waist down. He runs the front desk. He's been volunteering every day on his own dime for 3 years. Our biggest challenge at the moment is that our building has been sold out from under us to a condo developer. We have till December 31st to find a new building. I've looked personally at 40 buildings. About 20 of those buildings are churches. Sadly, only basically 4 out of 5 churches won't even talk to me about it. Typically what I found is that they're looking for a certain type of person to join their church, normally a middle-class person with means, and I'm not bringing those people. And so it's across denominations. It's been a real struggle. We came to a point where we had a building. We were ready to sign a lease with a lovely Black Pentecostal congregation which was struggling, and it was right in close proximity to where we are. The problem was word got out to some local residents who started a petition against it, and got some community groups involved, and we're right back to square one. The Matthew 25 grant came at a time when we were falling below zero, and when we first got the Matthew 25 grant, it put us back into the black. It let us get through the year, and we needed it. And it was a bit of a disappointment not to get it this year, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of that. But it makes an enormous difference, and certainly one of the blessings of it too is it recognizes groups which are making an effort to fundraise and grow, and it's not simply doling out money without any sense of responsibility.